you doing?
Welcome. Welcome if you're just joining us for the first time.
And welcome back.
Welcome back if you're, one of our regular viewers.
Yeah.
I'm Sue.
I'm Michael. This is a close-knit family. It is Sunday, November 24th, 2019. This is Season 2, Episode 23. We are a knitcast coming to you from Armstrong in the North Okanagan region of British Columbia, Canada, following my adventures as a newer knitter and our ongoing yarn and knitting addiction.
Yeah. Okay. So, skies above Armstrong.
Skies above Armstrong, well...
It's a lovely sunny day.
It is a lovely, chilly, but lovely.
Beautiful sunny day.
Yeah.
But Dad is out there changing the oil on the snowblower
to push the snow back a couple more months.
so that we don't get any snow.
Yes. We had some freezing rain
Guaranteed if we're ready for it. Yeah, freezing rain we had.
Mm-hmm.
We had some of that, and it's been just sort of floating around zero.
Yep.
Up and down.
Yep.
Yeah. but usual sort of fallish weather.
Yep.
I cannot believe we're at the end of November. Oh, and to any our American friends, happy Thanksgiving coming up.
Happy Thanksgiving coming up.
Happy blank.
Blank Friday.
Happy Black Friday. Stay safe.
Stay safe. If you're one of those people who goes out to retail places, just be kind.
Yeah.
Remember, I don't think that'll be an issue for any of our viewers, but
Oh, you never know. Everyone gets a little antsy.
Yeah, just
Be kind to the when he says be kind, he's not talking about the other shoppers.
But that too.
Well, okay, yes, that too. Good point.
But to the people working at the store, be kind to them.
Yeah, they're just doing their job. They're not trying to make your day nasty. They're not trying to be the slowest person on the face of the earth. And leave yourself time. If you're in a hurry, don't go.
Yeah. You'll see a lot of the retail people will have maybe in training, or maybe they won't have any indication, but they're probably new.
Because they hire extras for the busy seasons.
Yep, just be patient.
Yeah. Anyway, good PSA. That's our PSA for today.
PSA from the dude who works retail.
Yeah, that's it for sure.
Yeah.
So had a little excitement this week.
Yes, just a little bit.
Yeah, I had my very first ever ambulance ride.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's now both of us have had an ambulance ride.
Yeah, you got one for your broken...
For my car. Well, I've had two ambulance rides.
Oh, yeah, you had your collarbone.
Collarbone
and
broke.
Your car accident.
And my car accident, yeah.
So, I got to go in the ambulance. I had a little racing heart earlier in the week that just was not going away. So, when I was home alone, got to have a ride in the ambulance.
Yep.
And they all seemed to think it was pretty important. I wasn't sure. Yeah. I was like, this happens to me sometimes.
And whenever you say that, I just keep thinking of our friend with the what with the problems with her eyes.
Yes.
That
her name is Julie.
I thought we weren't naming her.
Why not? She likes us to talk about her.
Oh, because last time we talked about her, we muted whenever we said her name.
Okay, well now I found out she likes us to talk about her.
Oh, okay.
Hi, Julie.
Hi, Julie.
Okay, we'll have to tell her we talked about her. But it happens to me, I get that now and then.
Yeah.
Anyway, so went to the hospital and they stopped my heart. That was exciting.
Mm-hmm.
And then it started again.
Mm-hmm.
As you can tell. Because here I am.
Yeah.
It sounds very dramatic.
It wasn't,
but
apparently.
It really wasn't. It was very uncomfortable. Mm-hmm. They do it with an intravenous drug.
Mm-hmm.
And so what I was going through was called SVT. Something or other ventricular tachycardia. Anyway, it wasn't working right.
Mm-hmm.
So they stop it. We call it. If anyone watches the IT crowd, right? It's like, have you tried turning it off and on again? So I got turned off and turned back on and rebooted.
Mm-hmm.
The friend posted a thing today and said, "Oh, good, we've got Sue 2.0."
Yep.
But what's really funny is that I have felt so much better. Like, I didn't realize that I wasn't feeling well.
But now you're feeling better.
But now I feel so much better than I have for literally years. So I'm kind of like, okay, has this been like an ongoing problem? What?
You turned off and on again and installed all the important updates.
Yeah, I got all the updates put in. I'm running better, except for the hand. Hand is still what it was.
Yeah.
So yeah, my tendinitis is still, but today is my last day of 100% rest because I go back to work tomorrow, and I have a full week. I forgot to book a day off, so I have a really full.
To be fair, you're doing this, so it's like a 99% rest day, unless you count this as rest.
This.
Oh, your hand at least. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not using my hand.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, and even at the hospital, right? I mean, it was the quickest visit that I've ever had to the hospital. So, okay, granted it was quick because we got there quickly in the ambulance.
Yep.
And then, but yeah, I mean, like, they roll me in, and after they let me pee, oh my God, I needed to pee.
Yeah.
So after they let me pee, and then they get me in the little room, and they do their thing, and then they're like, okay, you can go home. What?
Yep. You just stopped my heart, and you're letting me go home?
So seriously, from getting to the hospital to leaving, it might have been like 45 minutes, but most of that was waiting because they'd drawn blood and they just wanted to be sure that something else wasn't going on, right? But
yeah,
very, very funny. At least I thought it was funny.
Yeah. I'm kind of glad that, because I got a message from Dad saying Mom was in the hospital, but, you know, it started out with, you know, don't panic, basically, and I'm kind of glad. I didn't know exactly what was going on. He kind of downplayed what was happening.
Yeah, because there wasn't.
Because, yeah, if Dad had told me, oh yeah, they're going to stop Mom's heart and start it again.
He didn't know that.
Okay. But, you know...
You also said he didn't tell you I'd gone in the ambulance.
Yes. I thought you had just, like you and Dad were sitting there, and you were like, you know, okay, I need to go to the hospital. Or,
right.
I should go to the hospital.
Take me to the hospital. But, you know what, I'm sorry, but that whole thing, too, the whole... I said, and I double check, you know, once you're there and you're with the people who have to deal with this stuff, I'm like, so if this happens again, is this something that's worthy of coming in? And they're like, yeah. And I said, but sometimes it goes away. And they said, yeah, but you know, if it starts up, just start making your way here. And I was like, okay, so I get someone else to drive me. And it's like, yeah, that's a good idea. And I'm like, okay, well, if nobody else is around, he says, well, just start making your way here. So bring myself. He's like, no.
Ambulance.
Oh, okay, got it. So now I feel like if it does happen again, I'm not going to go.
Yeah.
Should I? Shouldn't I? Should I? Shouldn't I?
Again, Julie with her eye.
Yeah. Yeah. But anyway, so getting out. But I did say if it does happen again, I'm meeting them out in the outside in the driveway. Yeah. Because the rigmarole to get me out of the house. I guess once they got me hooked up to the things that take your, you know, vital signs and stuff. They were like, okay, no, there's something going on here. So we don't want you to move. We're going to do everything. Yeah. Because basically, my heart rate was like over 180. And my blood pressure was like through the roof. Yeah. I don't even know what blood pressure numbers are. But the guy who kept relaying the number, he kept saying, no, there's a 1 in front of that. Mm-hmm. Because the people on the other end were like, no, you don't get numbers like that. So, anyway, they were trying to keep me as motionless, I guess, as possible. Mm-hmm. So, they put me in this, they call it a stair chair, if anyone's ever... you know, experience that. But so they strapped me into this chair, and they did. They strapped me down. Okay. Like I couldn't move my arms or anything. I was strapped in.
Oh, is that to get you down the stairs?
To get me down the stairs. Yeah. But like we have like 4 stairs.
Yeah.
Like, and I know I'm bigger. I wouldn't want to pick me up. Mm-hmm. But then the thing it moves really awkwardly, and then all our like carpets in front of our doors and stuff had to be lifted up and moved out of the way.
Yeah, that's not a wide
It's
way.
not a wide way out, and then
Yeah.
we have like a little landing at the top of the stair, like just your typical like landing in front of a door.
Yeah.
So they get out there, and then they have to turn me 180 degrees, 90 degrees, and then go down the stairs,
Yeah.
and then I move forward like 5 feet,
And you're in
then
the
they
ambulance.
then they have to transfer me onto the stretcher. So I'm like, okay, just unstrap me, and I'll walk to the stretcher.
Yeah. But they're like, no.
Seriously, it took longer to get me out of the house than it took to get to the hospital. It was really funny in that respect.
Yeah, I can see.
I
in
was just like,
hindsight.
this is stupid.
Yeah.
So like next time I'll just like go outside
Yeah.
and say, tell you what, just put me in the ambulance, check my vitals and shit
Yeah.
in the stuff in the ambulance.
Yeah.
Ambulance.
Ambulance. Yeah.
And because that was ridiculous. Anyway, enough about me.
Mm-hmm.
So really, seriously, I'm fine.
Yep.
You know, hey, if you've had I was going to say a funny ambulance ride, but they're not usually funny. I just find humor in everything.
A light, in hindsight, lighthearted
Yeah.
experience.
Well, I was laughing through the whole thing anyway, and I
Yeah.
kept saying, "I'm so embarrassed. I'm so embarrassed. I'm so embarrassed. Are you going to stop my heart now? I'm so embarrassed." But
we're gonna stop your
Okay.
heart now. Okay, but
can I just say,
Yes.
hot doctor alert. Handsome, you already stopped my heart. Holy crap. He was not helping my blood pressure. Blue Eyes, you can do anything you want. Yeah, no, he was very cute. He was very, very cute.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But the dude, so the ambulance team was a male and female.
Okay.
And the guy was doing most of sort of the, checking, he was checking me out.
Yeah.
And it was so funny because he sits there and they decided what they were doing with me. So the girl grabbed everything and she was like taking all this stuff out to put in the ambulance and bringing back in this stair chair.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, okay. And he says, now I want to check out your chest. I was like... He was so funny. He laughed. He said, yeah, as soon as that came out of my mouth, I knew it.
I could see, you particular finding so much humor in that whole situation.
The whole thing, we were in, and
Yeah.
I just kept apologizing. I kept saying, if I am offending you, or if you in any way feel like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, if I'm violating your something or other because I just turn everything into something nasty.
Yeah.
I apologize.
Yeah.
I just deal with everything with humor.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anyway, so it's all good. They're going to do some more tests on me, and...
Gee, I wonder where I get that from.
I think it's a good thing.
Yeah.
All right, moving right along. So, I told you guys before that I'm helping my friends at work start their knitting project. So, Anna finished her cowl.
Nice.
I want to try and get a picture of her wearing it.
Okay.
But it's been wet because I told her how to block it.
Yep.
So I haven't seen her in it yet.
Yep.
Excuse me. But she's started some boot toppers with a cable twist in them. So she's pretty... she's got that. I got her as far... Well, anyway. She's working on those and that's going great. She's magic looping them.
Okay.
And
Good thing to know. You may hear the snowblower going in the background now.
that would be the snowblower, if you can hear it.
Yep.
And then, Chris has started on a garter stitch scarf.
Okay.
She's very, her tension's fabulous.
Good.
And so is Anna's. Anna's got some nice tension happening. Her tension is fabulous. So it's going to be rust. Can you see? You can just... No, you can't. Okay, so it's going to be the same color as my Knox Mount, that color. It's going to be that color. And black in alternating stripes. She's making
Okay.
out of Juniper Moon worsted yarn.
Nice.
Juniper Moon Santa Cruz in their charcoal black and rust stripes.
Isn't that the yarn that you were using
That-
with basket weave?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
That's the same yarn I used for making my the sweater that is on
Mhm.
Ravelry called
Basket weave.
Yeah. I'm thinking we should do a knit along with that.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking I might get Cree to make that next.
Ooh.
Speaking of Cree,
Speaking of Cree.
is working on her flax sweater for
Mhm.
her son, and that's
Now-
actually going quite well.
There's a word here, Mum. There's a word here in our notes. Does that say disaster?
It says disaster. So so I sent Cree home the other day, and she was separating. No, she had separated for the sleeves, and she had about 2 rows under here
Okay.
done. And so that was cool. And so I'm like, you got this. You're just
Yeah.
knitting around and around and around and around until it's long enough, and then you're probably putting ribbing on the bottom. I haven't looked that far. And she's like, okay, so off she goes. And I said, and if you want, I'm not sure if this will fit over your son's like head or not, but if you want to see how it's going, you can like pull that over his head. So
Yep.
I guess she did that
Okay.
when she got home that night.
Okay.
So the next morning, she was woken up to her son, who's 3,
Okay.
4,
Okay.
wearing the sweater with no needles in it, trailing the yarn all through the house.
Oh no.
So,
Oh
so I got this text message from her. She said that her son had put on the sweater and no, pulled out the needles and put on the sweater, and like all the stitches were out, and she tried to pick them up, and it's not fixable. So she guessed she was going to be winding up the yarn, and so I'm like, no, don't do it. We can save this.
Yeah.
I hope.
Hopefully.
So
And?
anyway, so we went back and forth a little bit with her going, no, and me going, yeah. So I did. I dropped by her place, and really she'd done a really good job of grabbing the stitches that she could.
Yeah.
And really it just boiled down to she'd lost about 2 rows.
Okay.
So since I had left her, she'd put on like 2 more rows,
Okay.
and she essentially lost those.
Okay.
And then I was able to pick them all up and get a full row knit and get her like, okay, you're good to go again now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, so anyway, I managed to pick up her her stitches. She didn't throw in the towel. She would have started again because she's pretty determined to get this. And I'm still like, will you just can we just do some like swatches? Just sort of play a little bit.
Yeah.
She's still awkward with how she's holding it all and stuff, but I think she just really needs to see that it can be done.
Mm-hmm.
And then we move on to something else.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What have you been up to?
Well, the other night, Robin and I went to go see a movie, which we hadn't done in a long time.
Oh, nice.
Robin really wanted to go see Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood.
Oh, the Mr. Rogers one.
Mr. Rogers movie, yes.
Cool.
She watched Mr. Rogers growing up, so...
Did she?
She did.
Aw, I have never seen it.
Me neither.
I mean, I've seen snippets.
Yeah, I've seen bits and pieces. I had no particular, nostalgia for Mr. Rogers, but wow, yeah, what a good movie.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So even without
Yeah.
knowing sort of anything about Mr. Rogers.
Yep. That was a really good movie. Like, Robin will be like, "It's King Friday the 13th! and I'd be like, okay, he's a
what?
King Friday the 13th.
Okay.
And the striped tiger and
all these things.
And all these things, and I'd be like, okay.
Cool.
Yeah. And she had some weird significance. There's some weird significance to the trolley in the show. Anyway, the whole show was really good. I went in expecting like a biopic, basically, but it wasn't. Mr. Rogers wasn't the protagonist. Well, he wasn't the point of view character, I should say.
Oh, okay. Okay, so it was someone looking at it from the outside.
Yeah, it was a journalist who was told to do just a small snippet on Mr. Rogers for Esquire magazine for their issue about heroes. He was only supposed to do 400 words, and he turns it into this great big thing. And anyway, yeah.
Cool.
One particular moment in the movie that I really liked, without spoiling it, that it was so weird to see in a movie that has Tom Hanks in the cast, or that is able to have Tom Hanks in the cast. There, again, I'm not going to spoil anything, but your clue is that it's a minute in the middle of the movie, and I thought that was an incredible moment to have in a movie.
Okay.
So yeah.
All right then, super. And did Robin wear Ursa?
Robin has worn Ursa,
but not to the movie.
Not to the movie.
Okay.
She had worn it. She was planning on wearing it to the movie, but by the time she got to the end of that day, she was just like, I just want to be in something like more comfy than this.
Yeah.
But she did get a photo.
Oh, do we get to see it?
We get to see it.
Robin in Ursa. The color is amazing on her.
Yep, she posted that picture on Facebook. Said get yourself a boyfriend that knits you a sweater.
Everyone needs one.
Yeah.
Wait, I don't have one of those.
Well, you have a husband.
Who I knit sweaters for.
Yes.
I need a boyfriend who knits me sweaters. Yes.
I think he's inside now.
Oh, is he? Okay.
Well,
actually, I'm still, because going to Shetland next year, I want him to knit his Shetland hat.
Oh yeah.
So that's gonna be a thing.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, there's Robin in Ursa.
Cool.
Yeah. What have you been up to recently?
Well, we got to see our friend Julie.
Julie. Hi, Julie.
Hi, Julie. We're saying your name again. Julie and our friend Peter.
Mm-hmm. And Dave. Yeah.
Are all in a show right now that Dad and I went to see last night called Homes for the Holidays. The Games Afoot.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know. I mean, even if you are local, I don't know that there are still tickets available.
Mm-hmm.
But if you hear of this show, playing in your area at your, wherever, Homes for the Holidays, the Games Afoot.
Mm-hmm.
It is so funny. It is so funny. It is such a great show, and our friends were amazing. And yeah, and Julie, like, 2 thumbs up. You got to bring your hand up because I don't have another hand. Julie was amazing. Her character is hilarious, and anyway, really, really enjoyed that. And then I'm getting to. I mean, Julie's husband is taking me on a date on Wednesday.
Ooh.
And we're gonna go see the movie. So I'm gonna hold his hand when in the scary parts.
Ooh.
There's no scary parts, which means I won't. I won't be holding his hand.
You're going on a date with Julie's husband, my former vice principal and grade 10 science teacher.
Yeah. We're gonna do tequila shots in the backyard. No, we're not. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe we will.
Ooh.
Oh no, it's the pinky. Okay. And yeah.
So yeah. Interesting thing. came up in the YouTube space recently. I'm sure if any of you have watched, are watching YouTube recently, you may have seen something related to COPPA, C-O-P-P-A. It's the Children's Online Protection something. I can't remember what that is. What the acronym stands for. Anyway, it's legislature from whatever body is in America that people online are not allowed to collect demographical information on persons under the age of 12 without express parental consent.
Okay.
Well, YouTube was doing that by accident.
Okay.
So now they've dealt with all that settlement and stuff, and the fallout from that is now YouTube channels need to either designate for the channel as a whole or for each individual video whether their content is made for kids. And this has various and assorted ramifications for who can see your video, and if you're at the point of having advertisers who can advertise on your videos, and that sort of thing. And I sat there and I read the guidelines over and over and over again. YouTube, you need to do a better job at telling me how to interpret these guidelines, guys. Come on. Because I have no idea where this channel falls. We're not made for kids. We try to be family-friendly content, but we're not made for kids.
Yeah.
Which means that we potentially, if someone from YouTube, because of course now they've developed an algorithm to automatically determine that.
Yeah.
If YouTube decides if I say our channel is not made for kids, and YouTube decides no, your channel is made for kids, we get a penalty for that.
Oh, well, no, we're not made for kids.
Yeah. I
don't think a kid would be permanently scarred from watching.
Of course, but there's one YouTuber I watch called I can't remember what the name of his actual channel is. He's but he's known by Nerd Cubed.
Okay.
Daniel. He has a side channel devoted to his vast collection of toys. He has a large toy collection that he's invested a lot of money into. And he shows videos off where he makes rude jokes and swears like a sailor. But under these guidelines, his videos are made for children.
Oh. Whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll deal with that.
Yeah, I just wanted... we'll figure something out. Currently I have it set for a blanket not made for kids.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
The other one though or the other thing that we should all be aware of is the Amazon scamming thing that's out there right now. So there's scammers who have picked up that so you place an order with Amazon.
Yes.
And then you get an email.
Yes. Confirming your order.
Appears to be from Amazon. That says we can't collect your payment. You need to contact us, and here's the link to a website that looks like Amazon that asks for all your payment information. Yeah. And anyway, so and it's not. Yeah. It's someone trying to get your information. So what Amazon has said is the best thing to do if you have a question about whether or not your payment's gone through, what's happening with your order, any of that stuff, is to go to Amazon and log on to your account.
Yeah.
So in case you're placing orders from Amazon during this wonderful season and happy time of the year or any other time of the year. Be aware.
Basically, if you get any email that sounds suspect to you in any way.
Anytime somebody asks you for your payment information, even if it's someone you're trying to make a purchase from or whatever, really think twice about what's going on.
Yeah, in particular, don't trust anything they send you. They're going to send you to a very convincing website that looks exactly like your bank account, and they're going to show you that they have the stuff.
All that.
Don't trust it.
No.
Go yourself.
Go through your own personal channels or go directly to whoever and deal with it that way. All right.
Anyway, let's talk about knitting now.
Right along. All right. Yarnquisitions.
This has been Yarnquisitions. Foes.
Foes. Yeah. Yeah!
This has been Foes.
Oh, but we were all psyched up for this.
Whips!
Whips.
I'm close. I want to put a couple more rows in on my socks with the Queensland Collection Perth yarn Rainbow Reef that Robin gave to me for Valentine's Day. The Progress Keepers are not correct. I realized that after, like, basically as we sat down to start recording. But I've put in a couple more rows of ribbing. Excuse me. I want to put in a couple more rows.
I think Jude's ready for her close-up.
I think Jude's ready for her close-up. But then, these will be whips. And I want to get the Allison Barnes yarn, which is sitting right over there, skeined up so I can get started on heavy metal. Caked up.
It's in a skein.
It's in a skein. I want to get it caked up. Jude's ready for her close-up. She has arrived.
Yeah. We'll show you here why Jude is so late showing up for her visit. This is what she was doing.
It was very important. She had to make sure that
sunbeam did not move.
That was held down. Yeah.
But now she's figured out. Apparently now we're talking about knitting.
Yep, it's time.
She wants to be part of it.
Alrighty.
Okay, and as I said last week, I'm not knitting. I still haven't knit. Honestly, it is killing me. I keep saying, oh, what the hell. Anyway, so here's Novelli, and I mentioned last week.
Can I help you?
Yeah. That I'd started knitting up the armhole. So just turn it so the armhole, there we go. So I'm working up the armhole there. I mentioned last week that I had poured butter all over this. And after I pulled it out of the soak, it appeared that there were still butter stains. Okay. So I then took some dish soap and kind of just like gently sort of let it soak in and then rinse the dish soap out. And I think it's gone? I think the butter stains are gone. Mike keeps moving it. I'm trying to look at something. He's being very, very helpful, and I appreciate it. Yeah, a little bit of dye run here and there, but I like it. Yep. And again, it's hard to tell. Okay, now you can hold up that side. It's hard to tell because technically now it's been blocked, and if you've been following along, but it looks like that bottom part is gonna wow out.
Wow out.
The color work.
Okay.
See how it kind of bows out?
Oh, okay, yeah.
So it looks like I probably will be redoing it, but it looks a lot better since it's been blocked. So let that be a lesson to us all.
Block it first.
Except now you can really see all the places I screwed up the pattern, but that's okay because it looks like I'm going to be pulling out the color work anyway. And that's all good because that was kind of in my plan. Yeah. So that is Midnight Cravings yarn. The green is Kelp Forest, the purple is Velvet Plum, and the gray speckle is Tapas Bar.
Yes!
I know all those things now.
Yes!
Woohoo! Woohoo! So again, just because this coming week I am going to be very busy doing nails. That was the other thing. I'm looking at Julie on stage. Yep. And she's coming out. I'm like, wow. Oh my God, those are amazing nails. They're perfect. And then I was like, oh, I did those. So yeah, it was funny because,
Robin's coming in to get her nails done, isn't she?
This week, Yep.
She broke it.
She broke one.
She broke one.
Damn it.
But it was near enough to this that she just,
Okay, as long as she's not hurt. Anna's been bending hers, and anyway, that's...
Yeah. Anyway.
All right, so I think that's the knitting stuff. So Mike,
hi.
What do you bring to the table?
Oh, we didn't talk a lot about knitting this episode.
Sorry, there you go. There goes the knitting content. Well, what I was gonna say, because I'll be busy doing nails this week. I still probably won't be knitting.
Of course, yeah. Anyway, what I bring to the table today is a rather large game from a company known as Fantasy Flight, who have done other games featured on this segment. This particular game is called Mansions of Madness. Mansions of Madness is a cooperative game set in the Lovecraft universe, which is all, cosmic horror and, great big tentacle-y things in the shadows. The principal idea behind Mansions of Madness is you are playing investigators of these goings-on, and the game has multiple scenarios to play in, with a board assembled from tiles that are laid down and together. It also has a companion app that you need, which is free, that actually it guides you through the story. It keeps track of what's happening on the board. Did anybody die? This monster moves and does that in order to open this, and all sorts of good stuff. And what's interesting is that it appears that even playing the same scenario, two different game groups are likely to get completely different experiences playing that.
You're doing this, and Jude's like, "Can I get patted?"
But yeah, it seems really cool. I like the whole premise of it because to unlock a box, like there's a box there, you need to unlock it. There's actually a puzzle on the app. It's like the Rush Hour puzzle that you need to complete.
Right, yeah.
And
if you're familiar with Rush Hour,
or sliding blocks.
Or sliding blocks, you move things around to try to get one out.
Yeah. Anyway, the whole premise seems really cool. My one complaint with it is very expensive. And being an app-based product, you can purchase more scenarios from the app after you've already put out so much money for the base game. That's my one. It's a really cool concept. I want to give it a try, but I can't justify. This is the one time I can't justify spending that much money on a board game.
Yeah, well, because it's a board game, but it's also an app game.
And so you use the app guides you through the game,
right?
And Mansions of Madness. It's I didn't write down anything about its expected playtime or anything.
Okay,
but
so we don't know that.
If you're curious to see it played, if you go on YouTube and look up Loading Ready Live Mansions of Madness, there's a group of people play through it on there, and you can kind of lay it out and decide for yourself if you like that idea.
Right.
Yeah.
Cool.
I've been on a cosmic horror kick recently in my things I want to get.
Right.
Things like Cthulhu and
okay.
Anyway,
nice.
Mansions of Madness.
So yeah, cool. Thanks, Mike.
Yeah.
Don't really have anything in particular to bring up about events.
Okay.
I will say though, like Knit City Montreal is coming up, and the Knit Social Girls who put on the Knit City, they have done an amazing job with the Knit City that's been traditionally held in Vancouver. And so if you're in that part of the world, it should be a good event. I should go and look, because they probably have information like vendors and teachers and stuff up with what's going on. But yeah, so anyway, just throw that out there because it's a new event, and I think, again, if you're in that area, it's probably very worth looking into. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I think that's our episode this week. So, thank you for joining us today. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps us out here on YouTube. Reach a wider audience. Follow us on Instagram, Close Knit Family Knitcast. Join us on Ravelry. All the information for that will be on the end card and in the description. And as always, keep your knitting close.
That's the one.
And your family closer. Bye.